Shalom, brothers and sisters. First and foremost, all praises and glory to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rekah Kudash. Give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to our sincere brothers, pushing His word throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to our sincere brothers and sisters, believing and trusting and fearing Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Amen. I'd like to name this, Live Now or Die Later. That's the big question. Do you want to live now or die later? Do we trust in man or do we trust in our power, Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh Shai? Do you trust in mortal or immortal? You see, this is the big question. This is not a question to ponder upon. The signs are there. The Lord, our power, has given us eyes to see and ears to hear. But although He's given you eyes to see and ears to hear, you still can be blind in not to see. Although you've been given ears, you've been made deaf not to hear. I think about a few days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, I was walking past these men, right? They was going in the same direction. You know, they're Jakes. Both of them had beards. So I said, oh, that's good. You know, it's good to see men with beards. And the Spirit said to me, just say something to them. Say something to them. And I said, hey, brothers, how are you doing? And they looked back at me with amazement to say, oh, it's refreshing to see a person saying hello. Yeah. Which I normally do sometimes when I'm walking, you know. And I said to him, right, be prepared. Be prepared, brothers. This place is coming to an end. And they looked at me and they smiled and goes, yeah, I hear you, I hear you. So I said, oh, that's a good little starting mark, yeah, a starting point. So I said, oh, I like your beards, yeah. Is there any reason why you wear you wear that beard? You're carrying your beard like that? Right? You see, just to, get into the spirit, just to see what they're like, what they're about. And they said, and both of them are wearing beards, the same long beard, yeah? And they said, oh, we just do it for, I said, is it any specific reason? They said, oh, no, because we like it, And I said, well, it's good anyway, but a man should be wearing a beard really anyway, right? And he said, oh, well, it depends on your like, depends, So I started to get a little bit warmed up now and says, anyway, you got your beards there, but you shouldn't be really lining it up, all right? You see, because the reason I got into depth straight away is because the Spirit said to me, say something to them, right? Get to the point, all right? Because I would have gone home and said, oh, shucks, I should have said something to those brothers. Yeah? And there's a reason why. Yeah? Because I just wanted to warn them to see if they're actually seeing the same thing. Right? Anyway, to cut it short, we start talking a little bit. And I said, anyway, this place is, coming to an end. And then one of the brothers said, oh, so do you believe in that the vax thing? I said, oh, okay then. So do you believe in it? Do you have you taken it? And they said, no, no, no. So I said, oh, that's good. I said, that's good of you. All right. Then he says, what is my take on it? And I told him, I won't bother going into it now. It's going to be, a long story, just stretching it out. And I said, end of the day, there's an agenda. All right. And it's about the full control. And he said, yes, I hear you. So that got my ears, I got even happier to hear that. It goes, okay, right? And I said, the Lord's come back soon. Just to cut it short, the Lord's come back soon. And then we started to get into that conversation, because obviously this is all linked into prophecy, yeah? Whatever's happening is not of man, is Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushua is doing all of this. He's involved in everything here. So I wanted them to know who is in control of all this, yeah? And then he said certain things. Then he said about, yeah, but it's going to kill a lot of people. And, if he's going to kill a lot of people, surely God wouldn't do a thing like that. All right? And he said something before about free will. He says, okay, do you believe in free will? And I said to him, no. Then he was against it. He said that he believed in free will. So I explained to him again about it. We won't go into that again, right? And he sort of like bucked up with it. He wasn't really taking it in that much. So I said, anyway, to cut it short, the Lord is coming back. All right, very soon. Right? I told him about the chariots. He looked at me in a little bit of a bugged out way, but he listened to me. He goes, go on, everybody's got their thing to say. I said, no, right? This is a known fact. This is the fact that the Lord is coming back, okay? In the chariots. And that's going to be the deliverance of his chosen people. Yeah? So I explained to him about the 144. I explained to him about the 2/3 and the 1/3, right? But he said, but wait, but the Lord won't be. Why would he kill people? And anyway, then I start to realize now that he was started off good in the beginning, and then after he started to buck up with the words a little bit, come across as being a little bit stubborn. All right, very smart guy. You could see that he knew that things are happening. So it's like he knew the signs, but he doesn't know the signs, basically, if you understand what I'm saying, yes? You have the eyes to see, but you're still blind, yeah? You're blind to the truth. So I said to myself, you know what? You try the spirit. And he said, you know what? Enough is enough. Right? Remember that song by Barbara Streisand and who is it? Donna Summers, yeah? Enough is enough. I can't go on no further. And that was it. Because back in the day, you try to talk to a person and you're convincing them, they're bucking up against the word, you're sweating and you're blowing breath, you're sipping in water, you're trying to convince them for 1-2 hours. But as you start to learn more in the truth that, it's not about just, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. As our elders and apostles said, if you're going to get it, right? You might not get it for the first minute, but after speaking, after the second and third minute, you start saying, okay, that makes sense. And we are all once in that situation. We had questions, but straight away, it's just like, yes, it made sense. It made sense. It made sense. So I said, you know what? Enough is enough. right? And I said, okay, brothers, take it easy, yeah? No, actually, not me. I didn't leave first. The brother says, anyway, have a nice day. So, he had enough of it, hearing enough. I said, cool, anyway, nice talking to you, right? And we went our ways. I goes, okay, brothers, take heed, be careful. The time is here, all right? So it's like, do you want to live now or die later? So let me get to the first scripture in the book of Luke 21, verse about 25. All right? That's why I'm saying it's a blessing. Brothers and sisters, it's a blessing that we have woken up to the truth and taken heed. And we're just hoping and praying that we endure to the end. But it's a blessing when Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakakodesh has woken you up to take heed. So it's Luke chapter 21, verse 25. Right? So there's no point getting it halfway. There's no point understanding a quarter of the way. You have to be fully persuaded. All right? And I tell you what, right? The only how you be fully persuaded if you get the 100% truth. And that's down to the Lord again. If he wants you to understand a quarter of it or a half of it, that's down to the Lord. It's down to the Lord. That's why if the Lord has woken up to the 100% truth, which we had been blessed to get through our elders and apostles, that's a blessing. Look at it as a blessing. So when you come across situations like this, it actually boosts your own spirit to say, hold on, you're trying to explain to people and they don't want to understand. They understand a quarter of the way, they understand half of the way. They might understand 3/4 of the way, but it's not good enough. You need to know the 100% truth in order to be fully convinced, persuaded. Brothers and sisters, let us not throw away this spiritual gift. Let us not throw away this spiritual gift. So back here quickly now in Luke chapter 21, verse 25 to 34. And there shall be signs in the sun, right? These are signs of prophecy. We are living in the signs of prophecy. We are living in prophecy. We are living in prophetic times. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, which means unable to understand, things, something. The sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. People are walking this earth right now. They're fearful what is going on. All right? They're fearful. And there shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. That's why you see brothers now are being uplifted in the spirit, because they know the time is drawing near. All right? The time is drawing very near. And he spake to them in a parable, behold, a fig tree and all the trees, when they shoot forth, ye see the know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of heaven is nigh at hand. We know because we've seen the signs. Earthquakes, uproars of people. Kal halal Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Kal halal Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. You see, we are seeing these signs. Uproars of people. Yes? The incision thing going on. The MOTB is coming. It's actually here already. But we are waiting for it to be fully mandatory. The signs. We see the signs through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, and we hear the signs through Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Verily, which means truly, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Right? And we're in a time of fulfillment now, if you know what I'm saying. And that's in this generation. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Verse 34, and take heed to thyself. Take heed. That's why when I saw the brothers, I wanted them to know, listen, you see what's going on now? Yes. Therefore, take heed. Take heed, because Yahushua is about to come back to this earth that he made. Take heed. And take heed to yourselves, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, right? The excess and drunkenness and cares of this life. Cares of this life. Who cares about this life? The blindness of this life. And so that they come upon you unawares. You have to take heed. The signs are there. The signs are there. Even down to our spirits, even our personal spirits is getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Because the devil has a short time. He's a very short time. One more, Baba Gashan, in Matthew. Here we go now. Matthew 16, verse 21. All right? Do you want to live now or die later? Right? Even though we're living right now, we have to die right now. Make our bodies a living sacrifice for Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Right? Yahushua reveals his coming, death, and resurrection. From that time forth began Yahushua Mashiach, he shew unto his disciples how that he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and be raised again the third day. You see, that's what we're doing. We are making our bodies a living sacrifice, right? We are actually, we're not of this world. So we are dead to this world because we want to live later. But no, you want to take that incision, right? You want to take that incision so you can live now. But you're going to die anyway. You're going to trust in a man that cannot give you eternal life. And we, through the Spirit of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakotash, we are prepared to die now. So, because we are dead now anyway, in order to live properly. Right? Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord. This shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of Yahweh, but those that be of man. We have to deal with the things of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, not of man. Then said Yahushua unto the disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself. Yes, let's die to this world. Let's die to this world and follow real life and follow Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. And take up his cross and follow me. A lot of people don't want to do that. They want the easy way out. Easy like Sunday morning. No. You have to bear that cross now. You have to die now. Carry that burden. In order to live later. Live properly later. What do you choose? Mortal or immortal? For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. So you take that thing, that incision, and that's going to lead up to the MOTB. That is the worst of the worst of the worst. You cannot joke with that. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. My sake. Bear the cross for Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Bear your own cross for Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. We want to live forever. And it's only one way out, through Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Ba'asham Rakakotash. Only one way out. Not through man. That can just perish. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What is it about? Yes? What, to live a few more years? To live a few more years? If it's 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years, to live a few more years, you'd rather do that. Choose that life than to deny that and to reject eternity. Right, I tell you, is there something very, very important to take heed to? And as in take heed tonight, as in now, so lucky I shouldn't say tonight, right now, at this second, this nanosecond, it's supposed to just hit you straight away and say, you know what? It is true. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Brothers and sisters, we all know the only way out is through Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rekah Kodash. That is the only way out. So the question is yours if you want to live now or if you want to die later. And the bottom line is if you choose the way of man, you're dead. You're dead now, and you'll be dead also later. So please, Baba Kasha, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, who has not woken up, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rekah Kodash, take heed now. Shalom and Amen. And please, brothers and sisters, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, remain faithful and true and endure to the end. Shalom.